So today I will be showing you all how to do cosmetics for either a video shoot or photo shoot of that nature. And we're going to be taking a look from day to night. And here we have Miss Corey with a fresh, clean, bare face. You want to make sure you start with a very fresh, clean, bare face, no makeup on the face. Okay, so this will be the completed eyes. Open your eyes and look around. And this is for our daytime, very soft and natural, but glamorous. So next we'll be moving on to the face. Now, before you apply any foundation, you want to make sure you moisturize the face. So you can use any sort of moisturizer. I'm just taking a foundation brush and using baby lotion, which is soft on the skin. It's used for babies, so it's good for any skin tone. If you're dealing with sensitive skin, this is your best bet to use because it will moisturize and it also smells good. And we're just taking this all around the face and making sure we blend it in. So foundation-wise, what we're going to start with is concealer. And usually use concealer to put on any dark spots that you have. However, I have a different method that I like to use for applying concealer. And I start with taking it underneath the eye. Look up for me, girl. I'm using that same concealer we use on the brows. Concealer should be a shade to 2 shades lighter than your natural complexion. And I'm just going to pat this out in a triangular shape because we want to highlight underneath the eye and make her look really awake and alert. So I blend this down. This covers any dark circles, any blemishes. This has good coverage. So once I pull it down in the triangular shape that I like, I just pack it in to further blend it. Look up here. So next I will be applying her foundation. I'll be using 2 brushes for this. I'll be using this big round brush to blend and this flat top brush to apply. And I have a squeeze tube foundation, which is MAC Studio Scope in NW45. Which has like a reddish undertone to it, and I'm just going to dab it all over the face. Not too much, because a little goes a long way with everything. And just also take a little bit underneath the neck because you don't want it to look like you have on a mask. You want it to blend. So I'm just going to make circular motions to blend this into the skin. And you really want to apply that to 4 parts of the face, the forehead, the cheeks, and the chin. And you can blend from there. Do your mouth like this. Next, we're going to take that blending brush and circular motions. We're going to buff that into the skin. And this just makes it seamless and flawless and erases any lines of demarcation. And the key is to always blend, blend, blend. Even take that onto the ears so that she is one color. At this point, you would want to set this with the powder. Since it's summertime outside and it's hot, we're just going to leave it with one layer. Again, just blending all over the face. You can never do too much blending. Now, since we worked so hard to get Miss Corey one color, we are going to add dimension into the face. And this is, as many of you have probably heard, called contouring and highlighting, which can be used for male or female. This helps on screen. Since the camera adds 10 pounds, this will help shape the face and take those 10 pounds off. So I'm going to start back up with the highlighting. And you want to highlight the highest points of your face so when light shines, that part of the face glows. So we'll go up the bridge of the nose into a V shape here. I'm going to go take another layer underneath the eye in a triangular shape. And we're also going to take this on the Cupid's bow and a little onto the chin. You belong to somebody's tribe, honey. Corey people. So now what I'm going to do is pat and blend. And I'm just pulling this down into that triangular motion, which is where the light will reflect. Same steps on this side here. And again, this just brings dimension and color back into the face. After we wash it out with foundation, we want to bring color back into it. Blend her bow. Blend out the chin. The bridge of the nose. Just to make sure all of that is blended. And to counteract that, we will be contouring next. So I'm going to use a thin brush and line it just so you can see how we're going to do this, and then I will blend it out later. So opposite of the highlight of the cheek, we're going to contour the cheeks first. Now with that, Corey, make a fish face. You want to start from the ear and drag it into the cheek, which is going to slim her face out. So I'm just going to make a line here. And take another line here. And we're going to go down the bridge of the nose, which is going to slim her nose. As you can see, that shadow creates the illusion that her nose is more narrow. And then I'm just going to take a little bit to the temples of her cheek, of her forehead, and then onto the jawline. Now I'm going to take a fluffy angled brush and blend these up. Just add a little powder to even it out. You don't gotta make fish face now. This also gives the illusion that the cheekbones are sitting higher, and it draws attention to that highlight we placed. Just really make sure you blend this out. Now I gotta blend these lines, and I take the side of the brush and just sweep. Same thing on this side. I'm not going to add any more product. I'm just going to blend out the temples and connect this, making her forehead look smaller. If it looks dark, don't worry about that because we're going to blend it out some more later. Take this to her jawline. And as you can see, her face is starting to take shape. For the nose, I'm going to use just a thinner brush so that I could get the details of that. And I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. Making that horseshoe to the tip of the nose. And blend. Blend, blend, blend. So now to transition this from day to night, I'm just going to add 2 more colors to smoke it out and make it a little bit more dramatic and sexy. So the first thing I'm going to be using is a wet brush with a gold powder pigment. This is going to give the eyes some sparkle. We just want to shake whatever is left off, and we're just going to pack it right on top of our daytime shadow. And you just pack and blend. I take this into the corner. Now to smoke this out, I'm going to use a very dark brown in the same quad that we've been using. And I'm just going to darken the outer portion of her eye and take it into a triangular shape, sort of like a cat eye. And then I'm going to fill it in. Just going to pull it over a little bit more to blend.
There you go.
Now to apply the lash, you just want to apply a thin layer of glue like I did off camera, and you want to get as close to the lash line as possible and place. Start in the center and then work your way to the edges. If you need to slide it over, now is the best time while the glue is still wet. And you just squeeze and push gently so that it looks as if it is coming out of her natural eye. I take the bottom of my tweezers and press inward. Then I press upward underneath the lash to make sure that it's secure.
Alright. Same to go.
So all I did here was just add a light nude pink, and I left it matte. I didn't add any gloss because there's so much going on with the eyes. We want to leave the lips as neutral as possible. And all I'm going to do here is just add a little bit of blush to her face. I'm just using a rosy pink. Smile for me, Corey. Smile. And you just want to place this on the apples of the cheek. I'm just placing it, and then I will blend later. And we want to take this all the way back to the cheekbone to blend it out. So again, I'm going to press on this side. Just going to press it in, and then I'm going to sweep it upward into the cheekbone, right on top of that contour that we have. And then I will take whatever was left from our foundation brush and stipple it to blend it. And that is just pressing it inward and upward to blend, but to keep the pigmentation. Do a light sweep to blend so she doesn't look like a clown. And to complete the look, I'm just going to take a fan brush and dip it in a little bit of the gold we used on the daytime. And I'm just going to sweep this on top of the blush to give a nice glow when the sun hits. And I'm taking this on top, down the bridge of the nose, up into the forehead, and all those places we highlighted earlier. And this is just going to give her a little shimmer. I'm going to blend that downward into the blush. And we have the completed look. Close your eyes. Turn, yep, keep turning. You don't move, let her turn. Open them. Look down into the side. Look upward again. Zoom in on them eyes. There we go. Zoom out. Just get her face in the frame, just her face, nothing else.